The other night, guys, we spoke about the Chinese servers that are getting. They're essentially the Chinese WoW servers are essentially getting some sort of like custom classic mixture between WoW and TBC and Wrath, where they're combining them together and stuff like that. And we had a little bit of a discussion about Classic Plus and what Blizzard's potential plans could be. And it looks like we've gotten a little bit more information in regards to that. So, the WoW Classic devs tweeted out that, greetings, we wanted to take a moment to comment on our recent communications we assembled specifically on our community in China. We appreciate the discussion about our updates in China, but we want to clarify that everything in those comms, particularly comments about our focus, is intended to our China community specifically. What are we working on? But be it Classic Anniversary or Burning Crusade Classic Anniversary, Mr. Pandaria Classic, and the future of our progressing realms. That is so many things. Or anything else we're working on in the Classic space has not changed. And to be clear, our announcements regarding our plans in China do not change that. This feels like a good time to refer back to our blue post, so we'll just leave this here. And obviously this was something that they posted about early in the year. It's Sojo over China. So as you may have read here, we're excited to, for those who've been, as some of you may have read here, we're excited for those to you who have completed the Balnazzar encounter in the Scarlet Enclave to rate free in Mr. Pandaria boost. Yeah, essentially there was like a little thing where you could kill Balnazzar in the Scarlet Crusade raid, and then you got a boost in mob, right? Which ties into the thing where they want everything to kind of work together, I suppose. May I please have a water? You want the water? I don't have some water. I have some tea right now, though. Celsion, good to see you, man. Hopefully you're doing good. We believe that it will be a great capstone of Season Discovery to offer those who are looking forward to embark your next Classic adventure this opportunity to hop into Mist Classic right away when it launches. When we look back on our journey we've taken in Season of Discovery, we are incredibly proud at the time we got to spend with all of you in this unique take of the original World of Warcraft. From the moments that players sat down to the demo station in 2023, we knew that we had something special, and it's wild to think that it's been over 18 months since we announced it. That is actually freaking crazy. That's insane. Oh, Guzu, what about ultra hardcore? I don't really plan on playing any ultra hardcore myself at the moment, Sun Glitters. I see Sariu's been doing it, and you've been doing it, and a few other people are hopping on that stuff, but I don't know, for me, I would love to do some WoW content again and do it and stuff like that, but I'm waiting for either some sort of like another OnlyFans reboot, which is probably not happening anytime soon, or perhaps, which is what we're talking about right now, maybe someday like some Classic Plus stuff or something in that regard, right? This is some WoW related stuff, Zielinski. When we think of the impact that Season of Discovery will ultimately have on World of Warcraft, we think about how it helped prove that a lot of us already knew. There's an enormous appetite for new experiences set against the backdrop of World of Warcraft. As long as the realms went live and we saw the response, we knew that we had an unprecedented opportunity to immerse ourselves in new concepts and ideas and see what works and what doesn't. Several months ago, as we wrapped up the development of Naxxramas and Carousel and Crypts, we had originally planned for that to be the final content. However, we couldn't let go of one major unrealized stream for Season of Discovery, the Scarlet Enclave. We looked at our schedule and decided to take risks in order to make time to create this new raid and really punctuate Season of Discovery experience with something special. We're very glad that we did. It's been incredibly fun to play and progress through the new content with you. The ultra hardcore Deadmine started was crazy good. Yeah, I saw a little bit of it. Season of Discovery was a success beyond the wildest imaginations. We learned so much and we grew as a team, both literally and figuratively. We invigorated for the future like never before. The future of Classic Discovery is somewhat bittersweet, as we made the decision to slow down on Season of Discovery and begin working on our next major project in the original WoW space. So, I mean, what we can kind of decipher from this, I guess, with the thing with them regarding to the China stuff, is that they're working on something major. Whatever that'll be, if it'll be a Classic Plus thing or something in that regard, we don't know. But they are allegedly working on something very major, which I suppose we would get some news about at BlizzCon next year, right? That's what I would imagine, right? What's up, Misty? Good to see you, man. Hopefully you're doing great. Kata Plus? Imagine that. I don't think it has anything to do with Legion, because we already know about Legion, right? We have big plans for ambitions for the type of found photographs content set in the original World of Azeroth. Found photographs type content? But in order to realize those ambitions, we need to make sure that we're spending our time where we make the most impact on the long-term future of Classic Plus. We have to set ourselves up for success by taking the time we need to get the original proverbial kitchen and cook iterate on. That is a really way. Okay. And shape our ideas and lessons learned from Season of Discovery into something truly exciting. Season of Discovery was always meant to be an ephemeral seasonal experience, and while it became much more for a time, we're extremely excited about the things we're working on in the future. I really hope that they're not doing another seasonal thing for Classic. I really hope that if they dial in on the Classic Plus thing and that stuff, that it's gonna be something more long-term and something that you can more invest your time in for the Classic players. Nothing like... I don't want a bunch of stuff where like, oh, you gotta jump from this game to that game and then now there's a new patch here. And I would like to see something more long-term for it. Quakeon says, from narrative standpoint, it basically means something that happened all the time, but you just didn't know, or something along those lines. Yeah, they said it would be long-term in many interviews. Yeah, I hope so, but... You know, by how WoW works in many ways, it's very difficult to get it to be in the vanilla world, right? We have plans to shut down the SOD realm. We have no plans to shut down the SOD realms, but we hope to see some game mode continue to operate similar to WoW Classic era for many months, if not years to come. People are not gonna have I don't know, maybe people are gonna be playing the SOD stuff, right? Yeah. Make it a traditional, not a sumo MMO. We have enough of them. Exactly. I hope they make it like a traditional old school MMO, man. We've all grown attached to our characters like you have, and we're happy to continue to adventure with you for as long as you'd like. Yeah, fair enough, if people want to do that. We sincerely thank you for joining us this incredible journey in Season of Discovery, and thank you for playing with us, making new friends, giving us feedback, for pushing the boundaries of what content in the original WoW could look like, and more than anything, thank you for being passionate about World of Warcraft. Yeah, so this is obviously something they posted a while back, but they're reiterating it, right, and talking about it again. Ninja, thanks for the 3 months. There's still the dilemma, what do we do with the SOD characters? So they just decided not to close the realms. I think they just wanted to be an era server. So it's like, if you want to raid in the SOD world and do the SOD stuff, then oh, you can just go play there, right? So I don't think there's gonna be, I mean, there is gonna be no development from it, right? So yeah. What is this? Quote from Blizzard about it in the past. The theme that Chris used to describe a narrative approach in Season of Discovery is found photographs. This basically means that you're finding little bits of information about characters and locations that fleshes them out a bit more in fixtures as a part of the living world of Azeroth. It doesn't change characterizations, motivations, or reframe the storylines. So it essentially is, they wanna like, I guess, work on a lot of those like little tidbits in Classic WoW that we never really got fully fleshed out without changing the main narrative of the game, I suppose. So like what they did with like the little side stories, I guess, we had in Season of Discovery. I would love them to do that stuff, man. If they just focus on the base game, maybe iterate a little bit on the classes and the different specs, and then work on new zones and dungeons and quest lines and things within the game that we know, right? Yeah, like finding Lillian Voss before she died. Yeah, like finding Lillian Voss before she died, all those like secret agents, all the like the storylines that we got in SOD. I thought that was the by far best part of SOD. The extreme spells and all those things, yeah, it was fun, but to me it felt very gimmicky and not very long-term sighted, right? Like, because the base of Classic WoW is incredibly good. Tweak a little bit of the classes to a certain degree, like maybe change a little bit about like the Red Paladin or a little bit about Enhancement Shaman, nothing major, because I think the base game is great. They just need to flesh out more of content so we can do more stuff, right? Because, I mean, what I've realized, I guess, playing old school RuneScape is that there's so much content. There's so many things you can do, and I would love to have just more stuff to do in the Classic world. I don't want to tank as heal as a mage or tank as a warlock. I would just like to see more dungeons, more quest lines, more zones, more raids, and then maybe a little bit of tweaked classes, right? I feel like I always go on these rants, man. Welcome to another Classic WoW Classic Plus rant, guys. I saw there was also OSS over WoW. I think both games can work, and I think competition is not bad to have. You know, so I saw Entice posted about this too. Since Blizzard announced the Chinese servers, criticism has been mounting within the community, as many perceive these servers have become the main focus for the team. Oh my god, sorry. A little thing in my mouth. The Classic WoW them was an update that they're still working on what's next in Classic. They also linked to a previous post where they strongly suggested Classic Plus type project. Yeah, they just said progressive realms, aka things like Anniversary. They didn't clarify anything. Honestly, I can see why people have this worry. Blizzard is banning far more people breaking the rules in China and the rest of the world, so it's very clear where their focus is. Global release. I'm not interested in VOD Classic, that's for sure. And then right below it, what do we got? Turtle Wow posting a peekaboo about their freaking Unreal 5. The fact that Turtle Wow is still so heavily freaking advertising and talking about their servers, even with the lawsuits going on, is crazy to me. But the thing with Turtle Wow is that it kind of shows that there is a big interest in a Classic Plus, dude, and it's been like on people's mind for so long, right? If they actually succeed, I might actually try it and probably won't be good for at least a few months after launch. I don't know, it took old school RuneScape a very long time to make it work and make it really good. Do I have faith in the Blizzard team to do it? I don't know. I'm a bit on the fence with it. I do think they have the capabilities of it, but it's also such a hard thing to get right. I am very skeptical. Yeah, but let me know what you guys think about it, obviously. There was just a little... I just wanted to talk a little bit about this, guys. So, let me know what you guys think, obviously. If you think it's gonna be something that we're gonna be seeing within the next year. Maybe there's gonna be some announcement about Classic Plus. Or if it's just a bunch of copium and we'll just get VOD Classic. Who knows? I hope it'll not go down that route. I hope that they're gonna maybe focus on a more long-term project in the Classic world. That would be great. I would love that stuff, dude. It took one reset from Evolution of Combat and instant success. I don't think old school RuneScape was instant success. I think it took a very, very long time. Obviously, you guys know that more than me if you're OSRS players, but it was a long time, right? There used to be a 2007 Scape private server site. There was a lot of signups and they started the server. If not, then Jagex started the real one, so it never started. Yeah. Regardless though, another little rant about Classic Plus, guys. I'm gonna keep talking about it probably here and there. Sorry we got caught telling our favorite child they are more important than you. Me, anytime Classic is... God damn it, dude. God freaking damn it. I can't wait for the time to be right. Appreciate the communication. What the heck is this Platinum Wow? Tak for opdatering. He says, thanks for the update. I love China. And on that note, guys, Classic Plus. Yep, there it is.